The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. We can set, but ain't. Here we go. Tight end left. Four there. Alert.
Newton on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Strip that ball.
Counter play, Drake. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Check 37. Slam.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
A shotgun snap for Newton. It's complete to Drake. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. First carry for Peyton Barber. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, it's Barber. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down. No. 52 right here. Let's go, Abby. Let's go, Abby. Abby, what you got? What you got, Abby? Give me some.
And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Allen now on 1st down. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Allen, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll try and run here with Barber. Oh, Barber loses it.
Let's go, baby.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Allen's throw is complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Going deep here for Stills. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd and 9, Allen, he hits his target, left side, Watson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Newton. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Barber, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He's going to air one out. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Allen to throw once more. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Take care of Dean. Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. Caught. It's Wilson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Running with Barber out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. From midfield, here's Allen. And break, the tight end's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Santos on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
A carry for Barber, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, they go with Barber again. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Flushed out right. Allen hit. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Switch.
On 2nd down now. Richard down to the 25. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Benjamin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game to be in on the second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And it's caught by Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So second down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. Caught by Wilson. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, Newton. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Newton. There he goes inside the 30. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up. They'll run. It's Drake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
16 yards, a first down. Back now in Miami. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. They'll run on first down. Richard. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and a couple. Allen. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
First down, Bills.
On first down, Barber. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check 55, Mike. Check.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll run with Drake. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going deep for Benjamin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Allen. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They go play action here on 1st down. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We own them. Regular.
And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to air one out. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run here with Barber. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He wants it all for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this? And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and a mile. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Newton being chased out left. They're able to locate Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Buffalo, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take